Hi, I'm Kristina from Two Peas in a Bucket, and I'm here to bring you another Kristina's Picks. This week I picked the Seaside Collection from October Afternoon. This is a really interesting collection. October Afternoon does a lot of really fun themes where they then have some paper textures and papers that kind of coordinate but can be used for a lot of different things. This particular paper, this one's called Sailboat, but I think it's because of the other side. But there's a lot of weathered wood papers within this collection on the back. So it's almost more realistic than an actual pattern. And this obviously is a vintage. This collection has a lot of vintage imagery in it, more so than some of the things they've done in the past. But you know, if you don't like the vintage stuff, it's also kind of fun just to cut out things like these little areas that have just writing and that kind of stuff, and just kind of use them as a background in certain areas. This one's called Beach Chair. I like the blues in this collection and this little ticking stripe. Here again is some more imagery. It looks like an old children's book. And again, you can cut out the pieces at the bottom or do what you want to do at the back. It's called Swim Trunks, which does look like a pair of swim trunks. Here's another one that has that weathered wood on it. This one's called Seashells. And I'm going to come back to this paper later because this is one of my favorite papers, as I'm sure it is many of yours. Sandcastle with the weathered wood. And this really nice yellow. It's actually kind of a muted yellow, and I love that fact that it has the gray in the middle, because then it kind of takes it down a notch and it's not a very bright yellow. I really liked that when I was working on my layout. And Boardwalk with the waves, stripes. This one's called Yellow Bikini. And obviously not because of this map on the back. But there's your yellow bikini. And on the shore, I love this paper. They have a polka dotted paper in almost every one of their collections. And when I was working on my layout, there were several papers, like from the Farm collection and other recent collections, that used or have polka dots like this that would have coordinated really well with the rest of this collection. And again, here's some more of the little vintage stuff, little kids. This is new for them, actually, a die-cut paper. It's only single-sided. I'm going to come back to this one for a second, because I did something different with this one, because I'm really attracted to the whole bunting and the banner look and feel, but I know that it's being used so much and that some people are struggling using it, and it seems out of place. And it seemed out of place in my layout also. It didn't quite work how I wanted it to. I really wanted to go with the muted feel of my photo. And so I thought maybe I could use it as a horizon and use this as a sun if I turned it the other direction, but it just didn't quite work out how I expected. So what I ended up doing is actually cutting them out and adding them to my layout. I'm going to show you really quick. And just adding them to add a little bit more texture and color to the monochromatic area that I'd already created with all the different blues. And just took areas where they had more than one blue together. And so it kind of adds a little bit of a texture and wave, but just kind of repeats and reinforces the monochromatic blue feeling and the water and things that I wanted to do on there. And then I did actually continue to do the yellow one as a sun on a horizon as I had wanted to. Only I put it up on the top, on top of this muted yellow. So it's still here, but doesn't stand out as much. And I kind of like it like that. And I actually cut out some rays and was going to put some rays on here, and I just didn't like it. I really liked the real subtleness of using it. So these little banner papers actually can be used in so many different ways, and it doesn't have to be used just like this if you didn't want to. And you know, if you didn't like one of these patterns or it didn't match with your layout but you wanted to use the rest of the banner, you can totally replace that with another pattern paper or something like that. Anyway, so that's just some different thoughts on that paper. This is the alphabet that goes with this one. It's a letterpress alpha. I like the fact that it has an outline on it, so it's almost a two-toned letter, but then also some of the letters are lighter blue than others. And you can kind of mix and match your blues when you put it on. The shape stickers, again, most of it's vintage imagery. I should say all of it really is illustrations of vintage stuff. And then this is a collection kit, which is really nice. You get all of the different pieces in here, the different papers, plus this letter alphabet sticker, the 12 by 12 shape stickers, and the two smaller stickers, which I'll show you here too. This is the word stickers, all kinds of fun things. They do these for every collection, and I really like that. They've got some different titles, lots of fun words in multiple different colors, usually some sort of a definition, some borders that have both patterns, and sometimes they have quotes. Lots of different things to do with this. I like it a lot. They're mini market stickers in a nice blue color, and then they're label stickers. which I used a lot of. I like the blank label stickers quite a bit, and I use them without actually putting anything on them, just to add a little bit more texture and color. And I don't know if you noticed, but most of the October Afternoon stuff has a cream background versus a white background. Sometimes that makes a difference to people, so I just thought I'd make note of that. Also comes in an 8x8 paper pad, and this one actually is reduced pattern, so it's not just the bigger pattern and inside just in a smaller cut. It's actually, the pattern is reduced, which is really nice if you're looking for that same feel, just smaller. I like that. So just get the same things, only single-sided. And then here are the wild cards. All of these have little vintage images on them. Kids playing. I kind of like these too. I think those are kind of fun. I find the vintage things to be difficult to use, but I think they're really cute, and I'm sure there's a lot of really fun projects made with these. So those are the wild cards. Okay, and then the other thing I wanted to pick this week is this Swiss Cheese Edger Punches by EK Success. This is just the narrow one, and you can kind of see, it shows you on the edge what it's going to do. It's very thin, it's only about a ½ inch wide, the border that it's going to create. And I love these because, let me show you on this one, once you punch it and you punched your design, if you slide it over this way and match up the holes, then you can just keep on going and continuing. And I really like that they've done that. It makes it super easy to create these. And I love the storing factor on these. You know, they just get really narrow, and you can pop it up when you want to use it. I've been wanting to use this one for a really long time and just didn't know or have the right opportunity to. And I love that it looks like bubbles, so it kind of added to the feeling of water. And what I did when I used it on my layout, instead of, I liked the one of the papers, but I didn't like all of the vintage imagery on it as much. It didn't quite work with my layout. So I ended up punching the holes in it. So I still got the paper, I still got the color that I wanted, and then I just ended up like covering like the sailboats and things like that with these other little pieces and the little stickers. And then when I was punching it, I got all these little things that kind of fell out and landed haphazardly on my layout. And I liked the way that they looked there, scattered there. So I ended up using some of those pieces anyway, just kind of throwing them on there, and I really like doing that. I just grabbed really quickly some other letter stickers. I'm just going to run through them really quickly. There's, the Doodlebug letter stickers, all kinds of things from American Crafts that are similar in tone if you're looking for something other than the October Afternoon ones to use. This is a great one by Kristina Adolph that is from Creative Imaginations. It's actually kind of metallic in it, but I like the color and the font. It's really nice. So I guess that's it for today, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.